Hey, what's up everyone? This is Near Fear 100 and today I got another 6v6 battle, this time with Maya94. So looking at his team, he's got 5 physical attackers and then 1 special attacker being his Toadscrew. So I think I'll lead off with Esper, or Espathra I should say, my Esper. Just in case he decides to lead off with Donphan and try to set up Stealth Rocks, or if he goes into Haxorus and tries to click Dragon's Dance just to get a quick sweep. From the looks of his team, it looks like Scarlet is just going to be really important because we're going to need him to, or need her to be able to Will-O-Wisp most of these Pokemon. I think Arcanine and Corviknight are going to be kind of annoying to deal with, since they're probably going to just be in and out, switching out, I'm guessing. So it's going to be a tough match, I feel. We'll see who he leads off. I'll be surprised if it's not Haxorus or Donphan, really. I don't know who else he would go into. Maybe Corviknight, if it has Stealth Rocks. That's kind of a weird set to run, though. So he goes into Scyther. This thing 100% sure has Swords Dance. So let's hard switch into Skeleturge, because that thing is either gonna use U-turn or Swords Dance. So he does go for Swords Dance. I think this is just a free Will-O-Wisp on our side. He could have Night Slash, so we could Terra and just become regular Fire type to get rid of the super effective damage, but I kind of low-key think he's not going to stay in. I think he's going to U-turn, so let's not Terra and let's just Will-O-Wisp. He does go for a U-turn. He gets hit by a Rocky Helmet, which is nice chip damage. I'm thinking he's probably Focus Sashed, so it's good that we potentially broke that sash. He goes into Haxorus. That thing definitely has a Lumberry. There's no way he just threw it out there. Okay, so we'll see. Yeah, there's the Lumberry. Alright, so we could, let's just Will-O-Wisp it. Yeah. He has Taunt on this thing, wow. Okay, so this thing is his Skeleturge counter for sure. For online play, 100%. So I think I'm gonna have to, we could just Hex it. But I think we're gonna have to switch out into my Esper to set up speed boost with Protect. That way we can speed tie or outspeed it, because he's gonna be using Dragon's Dance for sure, yeah. So we'll click Protect, boost our speed, and then we'll be able to outspeed it. It's taking a while. I don't think he's gonna switch out, especially since he Dragon's Dance 1. He might Terra though, because he might expect a Dazzling Gleam. Haxorus looks so small in this game. It's kind of funny. He's like the size of the trainer. So he decides to Terra. But into what though? The Steel Terra? That's a good type Terra to have on this thing for sure. Because that puts us in a bad spot. We can't just hit it with our Psychic attack because Steel resists that. And we don't want to just let him break our Sash. without being able to just knock this thing out. So I think we're gonna have to be forced to go into Scarlet. That way he can hit us with physical moves and get hurt by that rocky helmet. I doubt he's gonna click Earthquake here. I would be surprised if he clicks Earthquake right now. So let's just hard switch. I'm thinking he's gonna go for a Dragon type move. I'm hoping Dragon Claw. Or actually we saw him use Outrage, so he'll probably Outrage. I'm not sure if that'll kill me. I think this is my best play. Because it depends on how much this Outrage does to us. And if it does half of our health, we're good. And it does more. Oh, we do get the Rocky Helmet. Let's try to slack off because it doesn't matter. We're going down next turn. We don't have anything to switch into. So let's slack off. There's the Outrage. And Hexorus hits so hard. Even though he had no like life orb or anything. It was just a regular Outrage. So we could go into Nexus and use First Impression, but that's not gonna do enough damage to knock it out. So we gotta go into Esper or Espathra. It's our only play really. Because the Nexus, I mean, we could get the Quick Claw, but nah. Let's go into Esper. Having that chip damage with the Rocky Helmet is gonna help us knock this thing out. We'll use Lumina Crash, raise up our speed, and then we'll use Protect next turn. And then that way we can two-shot it. Because we're gonna lower its special defense this turn. And also he might get confused and we might get lucky. Well, I mean, he's going down next turn, so the confusion doesn't really matter. So let's Protect, raise up our speed again, because he's probably going to Dragon's Dance. Or, I mean, he's going to attack us. Oh, and he goes for the Dragon's Dance anyway. I guess he predicted the Protect. Okay, so now we can attack it and knock it out, because we outspeed. Because we're naturally faster. Hexorus isn't the fastest dragon out there. So, we knock it out. I wonder if his Hexorus was Adamant Nature, because that thing hit pretty hard. Without having a life orb. So we'll see who he goes into. He goes into Toadscrew. I think we'll just stay in and attack it. I feel like Toadscrew is more of a defensive Pokemon. We could go into... No, we gotta stay in and attack it. Esper isn't gonna be useful anymore now that it's this hurt. So let's just lower his special defense. Wow, that did nothing. Alright, so who do we go into? We can go into Nexus or Queen Brownie or Cloudsire and Toxic. But if we go into Cloudsire, he's probably just going to switch out into Corviknight, so let's go into Nexus. We don't want him to go into Corviknight for free. He's going to switch for sure, so let's Axe Kick it. That way we get our Tinted Lens boost and our attack on Arcanine. So his Arcanine is Intimidate. And it's a defensive Arcanine too. We get the lucky confusion on it as well. But we're gonna have to switch out. He's gonna use Will-O-Wisp, so let's go into our Tatsugiri, take the Will-O-Wisp, and then we can use either Surf or Draco Meteor. Okay, so he lands the Will-O-Wisp. That's unfortunate for us, but not the worst thing. We could use Surf, but we're Scarfed. And if he goes into Toedscruel, that's a bad spot for us. So I think I'm gonna have to Draco. Yeah, just in case he switches into Toedscruel. Corviknight. This isn't gonna do much, I don't think. Yeah, so it looks like his Corviknight is especially defensive. I knew it wasn't gonna do enough to knock it out, but still that didn't do that much. So we'll go out into our Mickey Mouse, and okay, so he read that switch. Who's he gonna go into? Donphan? Toedscruel. Okay, so since that thing ate our special attack he'd hit, I feel like he probably made this thing kind of mixed in defenses. We could go into Nexus, but then he would just go into Corviknight, so I don't want to do that. I think a close combat should be able to just one-shot it here. If you put a lot of advancements and special defense. Yeah, so we just knocked it out. That's good on our part because now this thing can't switch into an electric type move. And we will be able to freely just hit Arcanine and Corviknight too, so this is actually a good spot for us. He goes into Arcanine to lower our attack with Intimidate and possibly even Will-O-Wisp us. So let's just hard switch back into Goldfish or Tatsugiri. Because if he doesn't use Will-O-Wisp, we're already burned, so he wastes a turn. We get a free switch in. And then we're freely able to just Surf anything because we killed his, we took out his Toedscruel. Uses extreme speed. Surprisingly, we should be able to live the next hit as well if he does that again. Because that didn't do much. Yeah, even with burn damage, I'm almost certain we still live. We don't have anything to really switch out into. I think Surf is our best choice, because if he stays in, we one-shot Arcanine. If he switches out into Corviknight, that's going to do a lot of his health. It's going to do like more than half. Because I'm guessing this Corviknight is especially defensive because of the way he ate that Draco. And he stays in, and then this Arcanine is going to die this turn. Just go. Oh, wait. What? How did it live that Surf? How did it live that Surf? Max HP and then max defense with like a little bit of special defense? I don't know. Okay, let's go into Nexus. Oh, we just misplayed. We needed to go out into Mickey Mouse and use Double Shock. Yeah, because he's going to go out into Corviknight. Oh, man. Yeah. I just clicked Throat Chop just to get some damage, but we misplayed there. Mickey Mouse needed to come out, and we needed to use double shock to one shot whatever comes out. So a little bit. Well, actually, he still has Dawn Fan, Dark type. So maybe we didn't misplay. Let's. I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to either hard switch into Mickey Mouse, or hit this thing with an axe kick. I think we're gonna just have to. I feel like he's gonna U-turn, so let's just throw chop. I feel like he's gonna U-turn, and so we're gonna Terra so it doesn't hit us as hard as it would, and we can get a throw chop on something. Okay, so he stayed in, and then he used body press. Alright, we should be able to take out this Corviknight here. Wow, and we get the low roll too? Oh, that's painful. That's painful. We should have had knocked that thing out right there. But I think now we just axe kick. Or I could have leech life with tinted lens, actually. That might have been better. Damn, that's unfortunate that we didn't knock out this Corviknight. And Arcanine too. I don't know how that Arcanine lived that surf. So he goes out into this thing. I think at this point the game is over. He can just Earthquake us to death. So let's go out into our Clodsire, Queen Brownie, and then just click Toxic to poison it, and then that way Mickey Mouse has at least some damage on that thing so we can take it out with like a close combat. We should be able to live an Earthquake, because I think most of these things are like mixed defense and attack. At least I'm hoping so. Yeah, it was a tough match. We were close, but we were forced to do certain plays because of that Hacksaurus in the beginning. He's probably just gonna go into Corviknight right now. He probably knows the Toxic is coming. But honestly, we're kind of forced to stay in with Clodsire and use Toxic. Yeah, just for the potential of him staying in. So there's the Corviknight. Good thing about this though is that we can hit this thing with Earthquake because he's gonna use Roost right here. I have no doubt. So we can just hit it with Earthquake. Hopefully it does enough to knock this thing out. So there's the Roost. I don't think I have enough investment in attack to be able to two-shot this thing. Yeah, it's like a 3-shot. Let's do it again because he's gonna probably Roost again. Or if he switches out, something will get hurt. Yeah, but we don't lose anything for going into Earthquake right here. He could set up Iron Defense, but we'll probably just one-shot it with Double Shock if he does that. So he Roosts again. Yeah, this Earthquake isn't doing much. I think I'm just gonna hard switch out. This is crazy. This is the longest battle I've had so far in the game. I haven't gotten a game where I've gone to timer yet. So this will be the first if it happens. I mean, he wins just by going into Great Tusks and just clicking Earthquake. Yeah, unfortunate. We almost took out this Corviknight and we almost took out that Arcanine too. I just feel like we got two low rolls. I don't know how Arcanine lived that Surf. And how this thing lived the second Throat Chop. So Body Press hurts, but we should live it. He's gonna switch into Donphan, so let's close combat it. I think it will be like a 2-shot, I think, with Donphan if he goes into it. So he just sacks off Arcanine to lower our attack. That's fine. I'm assuming he's just gonna click Earthquake. Let's go out into our Brownie just in case he does something else. And that way we can hit it a little bit and then take it out with Mickey Mouse. He goes for Earthquake, which just one-shots. Yeah. That's GG. So now, I guess we just close combat. We're not going to be able to take this thing out, because I think it's a 2-shot. Unless he's like max defense or max HP, max defense, I don't know. So I went to timer, that's crazy. Alright, we're doing another battle. I almost forgot to click the record button. Same teams, the only difference is he switched out Scyther for something else. I think the water starter. So he sends out Corviknight first. I think we can just click Surf. I know he's got Toadstool in the back, but I want to get damage on that Corviknight if I can, but he switched it out anyway. And he went into Toadstool. I think we just switch into Nexus and just click Leech Life. It's probably just gonna Giga Drain us because we're a water type. I don't think this thing gets sleeping powder, I don't know. I don't think he has tried to use it at all. I know he's got Giga Drain. So let's see what he clicks. So it has Dazzling Gleam. I didn't know that thing could learn that. So we just Leech Life anyway. He switches out into Corviknight probably. Arcanine. Okay, so I think right now what we're gonna do is switch out into Scarlet and click Will-O-Wisp because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna want to stay in on us. And if he goes into anything besides Haxorus, we can get Will-O-Wisp damage on it and burn it because most of his team is physical. So we'll see what he does right now. He's probably just gonna go for Flare Blitz or something. I'm not concerned about this Arcanine because I think it's just like a bulky wall. It shouldn't hit us hard. Yeah. He could have he could go for Morning Sun, but I kind of don't really care as long as I can get like a Will-O-Wisp on it something. We could Touch Song too, but nah. Let's just go for the Will-O-Wisp. Because he's going to have to switch out. That's fine, he could go for the Morning Sun. So let's just do it again. He goes into Haxorus. Okay, Will-O-Wisp again. Oh, wait, I forgot he had taunt on that thing. Dude, that might have been a big misplay on our part. We should have Torch Songed it. Okay, we'll Torch Song it and then we'll use Hex on it. So he wastes a turn using Dragon's Dance. That's actually fine. If he... I think that's actually better for us. Because if we went for Earthquake, we would have just been dead the next turn. So we're able to hit him twice. I don't think this Hex is gonna one-shot it, but it should be close. And then I guess we'll have to finish it off with somebody else. Yeah, us not clicking Torch Song over there was a big misplay. Instead of that second Will-O-Wisp, but that's okay. So, what I'm thinking is just going into... could go Esper, but I kind of want to go with Nexus and just First Impression it. That's just First Impression. He decides to save it for later. Back into Arcanine. Most likely he's just gonna go for Will-O-Wisp, so let's go out into Tatsugiri. I guess he could also go for Extreme Speed. But we should be able to live that too. So he goes for E-Speed, and it's a crit. Unfortunate for us. Let's go for Surf. I know he's gonna go into like Toedscruel, but let's just get some damage off. 'Cause we're gonna have to switch out anyway. So I think we gotta go into Queen Brownie. Because I don't think that thing can do anything to us really. Unless it has like Earth Power or something. He's got Giga Drain and then he's got Dazzling Gleam. And he does have the Earth Power. But I don't think that really makes a difference for us. I think this is still our best play. So if we Toxic, he's gonna go out into Corviknight. But let's just take the chance. He switches into Corviknight. Yes, playing around the Corviknight is pretty tough. Let's just recover. Now let's switch out into Mickey Mouse. Alright, so he could switch out, but he might stay in. But let's be safe and close combat. Goes into Arcanine. I wonder what EV spread he has on this thing. Because he was able to live a special attacking surf from our Tatsugiri the last match. And it's pretty bulky, so I don't know what type of IVs he has on that thing. We could just go for dig. That's just a placeholder move though. He's just gonna go for like Will-O-Wisp though. But we might one-shot it. Depending on his EV spread. There's the Will-O-Wisp. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Even with Life Orb. And he could just switch into Corviknight. He decides to take it and we don't take it out. Went for Morning Sun. Yeah, because we were intimidated. I think if we weren't, we could have probably taken it out. So let's just go into Queen Brownie and eat the hits, I guess. I don't think this thing hits that hard to be able to threaten our Clodsire. Goes for Will-O-Wisp, that's fine. We aren't even able to really safely use our attacks anyway because Corviknight. I wonder why he didn't just go for Flare Blitz to try to take us out. So he's gonna go into Corviknight, right? So you could just hard switch into Mickey Mouse. We could Terra Double Shock, but he has the ground type alive still. Toedscruel. But he also might just stay. I think it's worth it. Just for the attempt. to take this thing out. Because with this thing alive, it prevents us from doing anything with Clodsire. He does switch out. It's a great tusk. Yeah, I was kind of hoping he would go into Arcanine, but I guess he read it that I was just gonna go for the strong electric type move. But I think that was honestly our best play, because that would have probably been enough to take out Arcanine, or at least get it to like 1 HP. I think what I'm gonna have to do is let this thing kind of take down my Clodsire, so I can really go into Espathra and then set up. He goes for Stealth Rocks. He's gonna click Earthquake, right? Or switch into Corviknight. It's crazy. But it was all we could do, was just hope to live one. Now I go into Goldfish, Rapid Spin these rocks away. Then go into Espathra. Yeah, this is tough playing around Corviknight always. Even with regular Quagsire, always a challenge. But I think where we misplayed was when we used Will-O-Wisp the second time and not Torch Stone. Okay, so now we can set up with Espathra. It would have been nice if we had stored power here. I think he's just gonna go for the Earthquake to break our Sash. I mean, if he switches out, that's actually better for us, which he does. To Corviknight. I know this thing has U-turn. Let's set up another Calm Mind. Unfortunately, this thing's gonna break our Sash. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this should one-shot unless he Terras into something. He does Terra. But that thing is pretty fragile, isn't it? He just Terras into pure water. And it lives. I think we would have been better off with stored power. Or even Psychic. But we'll be able to take this thing out with first impression. Two minutes left. I mean, at this point, it's GG. And he does stay in. I think he could have gone into Arcanine. Or even the Donphan, Great Tusk. Surprised he didn't just go into Arcanine before. Let's just throw chop. Or actually X kick because there's a chance of it. Nah. Use E-speed. Yeah, this time we'll X kick. For that confusion. And we didn't get it, unfortunately. I think a double shock should be able to take out this Arcanine. But he's probably gonna switch, so let's go into close combat. Cause he's gonna go into that Great Tusk, right? Haxorus. Yeah, cause he's gonna try to get the Intimidate off of us again. Since this is the last turn, we're just gonna have to double shock. And that's GG.